Hey guys, I'm back again with another comic haul. Pretty good chunk of books this week. I hit two half prices, the two I don't normally hit. There's about four that's near my area-ish. So I picked up some books. Alright, to start off, I picked up Superman 82 to start off with my quarter books. These is a half. I got this from a half price that I don't normally go to. The only reason I picked this up, simply because I think I'm probably own this book. I own a lot of the Reign of the Superman because they're often just like a quarter because they're common. Everyone bought them, but this is actually like a shiny holographic cover, and it feels cool and it's unique. So I liked it. So for a quarter, I picked it up. So that was Superman 82. Next up, Peter Parker the Spectacular Spider-Ham, number 11. And I'm going to back up some more. Sorry about this, guys. Alright, number 11. Again, cool. I don't own any books from this series, and for a quarter, I figured I'd pick it up because I'm pretty into Spider-Man right now. These all came pre-bagged, the ones that are bagged, which was nice that they did that for quarter books. Huntress 7. Pretty cool. I think the early Huntresses had a fairly limited run than some. I only picked up 7 and 9. They had a few more, but pretty cool books. I like how they look a little grittier too, so pretty cool. Actually, I'm pretty sure I own 7 a couple times already. Batman and the Outsiders 26. Pretty cool. For some reason, they put 2 stickers on, and I think they bagged these later, because the sticker's actually on the book, which sucks. It's going to be a hassle to remove, but I really love the art on these, so I picked up 26 and 32, the last issue. And they're both in really good shape, so it's pretty nice. And when I pick up quarter books now, I only pick up books that either interest me, like the Batman and the Outsiders, or something I'm collecting in runs. And I actually got most of my Robin run through quarter issues, and a lot of my X Factor run, which I'm going into now. I picked up a big chunk, 25. And I'm only interested in any X Factor that features the original X-Men. The later books I don't care about, so I want to get the run of original X-Men through X Factor. 27. Pretty cool cover. 28. And that's really why I like all new X-Men. It's just the original X-Men back again. 30. Looks exactly like a Spawn villain. Pretty much. 31. 33. Cool Beast cover there. And 34. Featuring Archangel. I'm pretty sure Archangel and I know Apocalypse appeared first in number 6, I believe, of X Factor. I don't remember when Archangel first appeared. 35. 36. And I already had about 20 X Factor books, so it's nice to get like another bunch. And finally 37. So it's another 10 or so X Factor books to my collection. Not sure when the other team took over, but I'll try and collect that series through quarter bins. And the only one that's really going to be expensive is Apocalypse, but I'm willing to dish out the money for some books in series I collect. Daredevil, I picked up 300. Of course, I pick up Daredevil if I can get it for like $1, and it's cool. Pretty big Daredevil run recently. I've slowed down comparatively, but for a while, probably September or so, I was just picking these up like mad. So 300. 376. Not a huge fan of the art on that, but whatever. 378. And $3.79. So those are my Daredevil books. Just 4 new ones that I would probably not want to pay more than a quarter for, because no offense to whoever drew this, but I'm not a huge fan of that type of art. Reminds me too much of old computer games from the early 2000s for children. Next off, for my new comics, and I'll go back to my more exciting back issues later, Teen Titans number 6. Haven't read this yet. I haven't read any of these new books, and that's the main reason I'm doing this haul, so I can read them. I just don't like to throw them out of order, because basically what I do is I put them on a stack and bag and board them once I'm done reading them, and I didn't want to have to deal with sorting them out, so I haven't read these yet. Teen Titans number 6, and this is a pretty cool series. I'm enjoying it for the most part. I don't know. I might drop it. It's enjoyable, but I just am not, like, I don't care too much right now. I've got a lot that I've pulled recently. All New X-Men 35. Really always enjoy All New X-Men. Always a book that I get, and I always say I should read it first, then I wait on it. And normally I really like this book, but this current arc, maybe I would enjoy it reading it all at once, but right now it's going pretty slow. But I do have the full run, and I really do like this series, so I'll keep at it. And, of course, like I said, I love the original X-Men team, so that is always awesome. Next up, Batman and Robin 38. Damian came back to life, which was expected, but I didn't expect him to get superpowers till this cover was teased. Very excited to read this book. Obvious reasons. Pat Gleason, he comes to all the conventions. I've met him a few times. He's pretty cool. I love the art in this book. Love the writing. Just a really great book. Seeing Damian back in the forefront is just awesome. And, yeah. And the cover on that is just badass. So. Next up, I found Spider-Verse Scarlet Spider number 2. I might pick up Spider-Woman. I kind of didn't pick up Spider-Woman or some of the side issues, just because, I don't know, I just if I wasn't going to pick up everything, I didn't want to pick up everything, you know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason I held off on Scarlet Spider, and actually they didn't have number 2 last time I went there, but I guess they got it now, which is nice. So I'll probably go back and try and cross off the list, figure out what I own and what I don't, and then hopefully get the whole Spider-Verse run now that I'm able to collect more of those. But I picked up Spider-Verse number 2 and number 3. From my understanding, Spider-Verse 1, Scarlet Spiders, is going for like $12 right now for some reason. And the same thing with the first appearance of Spider-Gwen, Edge of the Spider-Verse, for some reason on eBay, that's going for like $40, which is weird because I picked it up for $4. But those are cool. I want to figure out what they do with Kane and the Ben Reilly clone from the other universe, basically an excuse to reincarnate Ben Reilly. Amazing Spider-Man 13. I got the variant edition. I liked the normal cover, but for some reason Source had all these variants hiding out. And this is an awesome variant, so I picked it up. And yeah. But I'm curious to see what was I thinking? Completely forgot. Whatever. And finally, that's it for my new books. I'm gonna go into my I guess back issues that are more than $1 or so. First off, for $2, Nova number 1. I see this at half price a lot, like all of them, and there were like 3 copies at this half price. I don't know why this Nova book isn't that popular, especially for $1 a number 1, like or $2 a number 1. Usually at half price, number ones are just gone instantly. So, cool. Number one. Bagged and boarded in mint condition, so I'm not complaining for half price. And then I actually picked up these Talon books, $10 for the bundle. I got 0, and I didn't get the complete run, but I did get a lot of them. For $10, I got all these. Number 1, and this is by Scott Snyder. Does awesome work on Batman. Then number 2, 3, 4. I love that cover. And I think it got canceled at 17, if I'm not mistaken. 5, 6, 7. And then they quit being bagged and boarded after 7 in the lots, but I have bags and boards, so I don't really care. 8, 9, 10. I love that cover. And finally, 11. So I got 12 issues for $10 of a New 52 book, including its number 1 and its 0, which is basically the real number 1. So, pretty cool bundle of comics right there. And I'm actually going to move this stack so that my last few books don't pull it off the stack. Continuing on, Batman and Robin number 8. The last haul I got actually completed my Batman and Robin Volume 1 collection, with the exception of Batman and Robin Volume 1 19, which I've seen 19 all the time, up to the day I'm like, oh, I have all the books but 19, I'm going to look for that. Now, it is eluding me completely, but I got number 8, and I think I have everything past issue 19 on Batman and Robin Volume 2, and everything up to, well, there's issue 8 and issue 9. So I have everything 1 to 9, and then 17 to 38 for Batman and Robin. So, and a few issues in between, too. So it won't be a ton of time to finish that run, so I need 19, and then I probably need about 10 more books, and then my Batman and Robin run is completely closed up, and then I just need to buy bagged issues. And Batman and Robin was one of the first ones I wanted to collect the full run for, but I fell behind, fell out of it during New 52, and now I'm playing catch up, which is fine with me because I'm getting these books for dirt cheap. I also hope to get a lot of my runs signed by Pat Gleason over the next few years. Obviously, I won't just have a huge stack, but he comes to SpringCon every year, so hopefully I can get at least my milestone issues that he has drawn signed. Next up, Detective Comics 446. This was $4. I picked this up just because it was a 70s Batman, and I was feeling like some Batman. Nothing too special about it. It's the first appearance of, what is his name? Silver something. Not too special. I love the cover, especially these 70s covers post Neil Adams, and actually Neil Adams really started the trend. I don't think he had anything to do with this book. If I remember right, he didn't. I don't think so. But the nice thing about a lot of these 70s books, for a while, they remind me a lot of like the early Batman covers, like the Detective Comics covers, like pre-Robin, like between 27 and 38. And part of the problem for me for 50s Batman books getting a little off track is compared to the 30s and 40s Batman books, they had a lot of like these beautiful backgrounds, which I think kind of went away until the 60s Batman, and then in the 70s, like, this is a very elaborate setup for a background, which, I mean, it's not all that special, but it just looks cool, and the reason I really like these 70s Batman books is because it's the first time you really go back to that, the Batman we saw for that first year of his creation, and that's why I really like this look. It reminds me a lot of those early Bob Kane Batmans, and that is why I thought that book was cool. So I picked up 446. Next off, I picked up Amazing Spider-Man 376. Lately, I've been picking up a lot of Amazing Spider-Man. I might have picked this up last haul or 2 hauls ago. I hope I didn't, but I kind of just picked it up because it was there, and I'm like, I don't think I have it. Maybe I do, but it's also in literally basically mint condition, and my camera currently, my old camera probably could have captured it better, but it's hard to see, but the other camera broke, so you can see it's basically mint. So pretty cool looking book. Nothing too special about it. I do have next up Amazing Spider-Man 79. This is the second appearance of the Prowler. This is in poor condition, but I got it for dirt. And this is a beautiful John Romita cover. I believe it's John Romita. To Prowl No More. It's poor condition, but I got it for dirt cheap. And I want to get 78. I thought when I first bid on this was the first appearance of Prowler. Then I'm like, wait, no, that's 78. But this is the second part. I forgot it was a 2-parter, and that's why I put my money into this one. But I was probably going to try and buy them both anyways. And it's nice because this is actually my second Silver Age Spider-Man. And right after that, I picked up 73 from the same guy. Also, this one's in better condition, but still pretty poor. And as you can see, Sharpie for some reason. I mean, I guess back in the day, these were basically just considered, comic books weren't considered all that collectible, so the kid probably just got bored and colored it in, but for some reason still preserved it for 50 years. So, you know, whatever. I got these, I think it was $6 for the 2 of these, and then like it was like pretty cheap. I don't remember how much exactly shipped, but I feel like it was under $10 shipped for the both of them. So I'm going to pick up 78, and I will have the Prowler's first appearance, and some Spider-Man books. Next up, Star Wars number 10. This book is also in incredibly good condition, and like I've been saying, and this was a $4 pickup from half price. They had a bunch of the Star Wars books. Most of them were after like the 20 range. After this, it was like 10, 17, and this was the only one I picked up. Mostly because I just want to pick up the ones with the cool covers. And like the earlier ones, I just don't care all too much after that. But the early Marvel Star Wars books, I really, really do want to pick up more of, and that's why I decided to pick this up. And these were the ones beyond Star Wars, so it looks like Han and Chewie are firing at whatever, the behemoth from below. I like the art on it, more comic booky, and of course, basically this whole series was retconned. Revenge of the Fallen, what was that? Empire Strikes Back. How did I... Completely different sequel. Basically on the other end of good and bad movie spectrums, too. So, that was odd. But what I meant to say was basically, I'm sure this was basically retconned when Empire came out. But, still, whatever. Cool Star Wars book from the 70s. Maybe that was early 80s. No, it would be 70s. Finally I picked up Adventure Comics 132, I think. This was coverless. Yeah. But I picked it up from the same person. I got those real beat up Spider-Mans from not the real beat up Spider-Man, the real beat up Supermans from the last haul. Yes, it is Adventure 132. But like last time, I picked this up for the same reason. It's just an old piece of Superman history. This costed me $5 shipped, and just these old silver or golden age books in any condition. It's just really cool to flip through. Even though as a collectible, it's not worth all that much. It's cool to see, just read the stories, look at the art, and just enjoy how far this industry has come comparatively. And especially with a lot of the people, just like I said with that Spider-Man, a lot of the people didn't take comic books as a collectible back in the day. It was just, a magazine or whatever, something that people didn't find necessarily important to keep, so a lot of these were destroyed, making a lot of these older comics scarce. So in any condition, for a good price, I definitely like to grab these pieces and keep them preserved because they're really awesome. But yeah, this is an early Adventure Comics, 1946. But Superboy, really nothing. I don't think there's any real significance. I know some of these will have small first appearances and garbage, but this is basically just a fun Superboy story in Smallville, so it's pretty cool. I'm not going to go into it all that much. I actually haven't read this one yet either. I plan on probably flipping through it after this video. I'm actually pretty busy tonight, so I don't know if I'll get to it, but pretty soon here I want to read this. But it's an awesome piece of Superman history, so for a couple bucks, even though it's in extremely poor condition, I thought I'd pick it up. So, that being said, guys, a fairly alright haul. I thought I did some good on the quarter issues. New books, as always, or new books, Star Wars, and yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So, that being said, that's all for today, guys, and thanks for watching again.